Sup YouTube, Kendi here, and I'm doing that Q&A I've been promising for like 3 weeks. For those of you who randomly found my video and don't know who I am and why I only have one video and it started with a Q&A, it's all coming off my art page, which I will link down below. So I have been receiving your questions for the past few weeks, and I've been banking them and writing them down, at least the ones I liked. Some of the ones I didn't like too, just because, you know, I can't be elitist or anything, you know. Question's a question. I did say ask me anything, but for time purposes I'm not going to answer all of them. I'm sorry if I don't get to yours. Alright, let's get started. What is your name? Question number 1. My name is Kendra. It is not Kendi. It is indeed Kendra. And no, not like the Playboy Bunny. It's actually named after some little girl that like fell through a screen door on the show Rescue 911. And she lived. She got a piece of glass in her heart, but she lived. You can find it. You can find it actually here on YouTube. It's pretty intense. Thanks, Mom. Thanks for naming me after that child. It's tough. How long have you been with your boyfriend? I have been with my boyfriend for 2 years. Or, well, it will be 2 years, November 5th. How many boyfriends have you had? I have had 2 boyfriends. What are you attracted towards in a guy? Confidence. That's very important. Be confident. I was always, like, attracted to, like, the most outgoing guy. Like, I always was, like, the popular guy in school. But it was just because I'm super shy and super quiet and like whatever, so I'm like attracted to my opposite, which are outgoing people. I like people who are outgoing. I have slowly become more outgoing. My boyfriend's kind of like forced me into doing that. Yep. What is your favorite song on your BF's CD? My favorite song on his CD, I mean, I really like 4 of them. I'd have to say Another Dimension is like my favorite out of the 4, but I also like Without You, Bears, and Still Dreamin'. So I like all like the less intense songs. I don't like song number 10, and if you have downloaded the CD, you know what I'm talking about. And you can find a CD on iTunes. His band is called Dog Food, and it's one word, Dog Food, and the new album is called Blink of an Eye. It's called Blink of an Eye. Took me a second. What's your thoughts on marriage? I'm kind of conflicted on this because, like, I mean, I don't agree with like how marriage is in current society, where it's kind of like a throwaway institution. You know, we marry someone because we've been with them for 3 years, but we don't really ask ourselves if like that's the person we want to be with the rest of our lives, and we leave them real easy, like as if it was just a breakup, and you know, we don't try and make it work. And that's the whole point of marriage, is you're together forever. So I don't know if I'd ever get married, but you know, anything I say now won't really come into play that one time that I get proposed to and I'm just like, yay, marriage, woo, let's do it, let's do this shit. Yep. What is the wildest thing you've done? I don't know, I was always like a really good kid. I still don't like party really or drink very much, and I get shit for not drinking very much, and my 21st birthday's coming up, so I'm just like, I don't want to do anything because that involves alcohol and stuff. I just get sleepy. So I don't really like to drink during a party because I just get sleepy. Everyone's like, oh, but you gotta drink enough, you gotta be doing the right thing, but every time I try, I just get fucking sleepy and I fall asleep. I fell asleep on a couch, but like on the arm of the couch. I was sitting up on the arm of the couch, and then I wake up just like on the couch with my legs still like hanging over the arm, and it was like 3 beers in. It's not very much. I can handle more than that. I just passed out. I was also late, you know, with work and school. I'm pretty tired most of the time. Oh, I also one time stayed out all night without contacting my mom. That was pretty crazy. I was also 19, so I didn't know I had to contact my mom. But apparently she thought I was kidnapped and went around and checked dumpsters for my body. That's my mom. So I check in with her now out of like a courtesy to her, and I live in her house, so she actually notices when I'm not around. But I mean, she doesn't really check in with me anymore. But at the time, I was like super, like I said, I was a really good kid, didn't party or anything, so I was like a super like shut in, and I was introverted and didn't hang out, a homebody. So the one time I go out for the night, like I'm out the whole night, don't come back till like 2 the next day, and she thought I like died because it was very uncharacteristic of me. So that was like the craziest thing I can say. Can you give us a tour of your room? No, I can't. Like I said, I work from 8 in the morning till 5 in the afternoon, and I have school from 6 to 9. And my room's kind of just the hub where I throw things in between transitions. So my room's not very clean. Maybe one day when I clean it, you guys can have a tour. But right now, you can't. But you can look at my swords. Look at swords. Woo. Look, wolf and dragons and stuff. And a bed frame. There's a bed frame. That thing. Headboard. That's what it's called. It's called a headboard. Oh, and I have a bed. Whoa. Snakes. I have 4 snakes. It's a lot. It's a lot of snakes. I have 4 of them. Oh, and for those of you that didn't know, my hamster died. And my mice. They all died. The problem with buying 3 rodents at the same time is they all die around the same time because they all have the same lifespan. So that's what happened. They all died within like a month of each other. And it was really like sad because I get really attached to my animals, as most of you know, in accordance to my dog that I am a little too obsessed with. He's my life. He's my fur baby. He won't be making an appearance on this video. I shut the door. He'd be trying to wrestle on my laptop. I don't play that. Any of this thing. I'm like losing my voice. What video games do you play? All of them. Not all of them. I don't like scary video games. I make other people play them and I laugh at them when they freak out. But the truth is that I would throw the remote at the TV if I was playing them, because I don't do well with them. I was playing Resident Evil 5 with my boyfriend. When we get time, we play that together. And it's better because I'm playing with someone else. And that's not really that scary of a game. I'm talking like Dead Space or something. I don't know. That freaks me out. I don't like things jumping at me in elevators. And if you played the trial for Dead Space, you know what I'm talking about. You know. My favorite games are Assassin's Creed and Legend of Zelda and Okami. And recently I've been playing Dark Souls, and that's a pretty crazy game. I'm actually going to be starting to make video walkthrough or playthroughs of it, because apparently I'm really funny when I play it, as my mom has told me to be quiet when I play it because I'm loud. But I think it'll be fun. I'm not very good at it, but I've only been playing for a couple days. Sorry, creepy car. I've only been playing for a couple days, and I can only play for like 30 minutes at a time because I get so frustrated with it, or with most games. I get really frustrated. I get really into them, and I like have to. I'm like the kind of person, like, I don't get caught up in it. I have to like actually I get to the point where I'm like, I just need to put it down and walk away and go run or do something productive with my life for a little while, and I'll come back calmer, maybe. Do you live on your own? No, I live with my parents. Do you have any siblings? I'm the youngest of 8, so yes. What do you hate most about yourself? Nothing. I mean, there's things I dislike, but I work on fixing them. Part of being an adult is like slowly growing into who you are as a person, and you know, it gets to the point where you just don't care what other people think, so you don't think as negatively of yourself either. Other people suck, so what does it matter what they think of you? You're your own person. other preachy words. Yeah. What is the biggest mistake you make in a relationship? The biggest mistake I make in a relationship is something really small will bother me, but I won't say anything about it because I know it's like really small and that I shouldn't even be upset about it. But then it'll happen again, and I'll slowly get more angry, and it'll happen again, and I'll slowly get more angry, and by the 7th time it happens, I just explode. And I shouldn't do that, and I've been better about not doing it, and it's because it's just not fair, and because I'll be like, remember that one time that you did this one thing and it really made me upset? You didn't know it made me upset, but it made me upset. And of course, he doesn't remember that one thing that happened 4 months ago because it didn't upset him, so why would he remember? But it upset me, so I remember, and he's like, I don't know what you're talking about, you're crazy. It might be a little crazy, but I've been working on it. And then the other mistake I make is I'm too forgiving. I kind of let people walk all over me in relationships, but not really, because I voice it and then I let it go for a little bit longer and then I dump them. And that's what happened in my first relationship. But it was my first relationship, so my current boyfriend's very good to me, so it's not the same. But in my first relationship, I was kind of a little walked all over, and he was obsessed with me and stalkerish, and I'm not going to go into that, because some of you know who he is. So, he's grown up a lot too. You got to keep in mind that I'm young and he was young, and people are crazy and weird when they're young. That's why I'm dating someone older now. It works out really well. Do you like kids, and do you want any? I like kids in small doses. I will not go back and work at a daycare again. I'm done with that. I've done that for 2 years, and I was really happy to leave. Actually, getting this new job, I realized I was working way too hard for what I was making. Considering now I get paid to, do my homework and play video games. I get to play my DS at work. It's pretty sweet. I can't say if I want any. If you ask me right now, do I want any now? No. I absolutely do not want any now. But, if I'm 26 and have a career and whatever, I might want kids. But at the same time, it's I might not be able to because of certain medical issues, and I'm not too upset. It's something I've come to terms with, and I'm over it. Worst date you've been on? Okay, so this kind of goes back to the self-confidence thing. I went on this date with this guy, and he was I was 18 and he was 27, and so I thought, oh, this guy's gonna be cool, and he's gonna be, I don't know, interesting and whatever, and he was. He traveled to Brazil. He was very good looking. He was going back to school for his higher degree. I don't know. And he was an interesting person. He was wonderful to talk to. We went on our first date. We sat and just talked about ourselves for 4 hours. And then our second date, we went to this place called Sunsplash, which is a water park. But we didn't go to the water park. We went to their arcade section, and we were playing video games. And it was sorry, I'm quiet. Someone's outside my door. I don't know if they're gonna come in or not. Anyway, and we went and we played video games. It was cool, and I got him on the DDR, which is funny to see a grown man play DDR if you've ever seen it, especially an uncoordinated grown man. And then, but every 5 minutes, it was freaking how do you think this date is going? Are you having a good time? What do you think of me? How do you think this is going? Are you having a good time? Every 5 minutes. And by that, it was I'm on the second date with you. Obviously, I liked you the first time. Why are you, constantly, battering me with these questions of whether I'm having a good time or not? And it got to the point that I was no, I'm not having a good time anymore. Keep asking me questions. Whether I'm having a good time. What am I going to say? No, you're terrible. Get away from me. You drove me here, but get away from me. No, I'm not going to say that. And he just didn't get a third date. It's as simple as that. I went home that night and deleted his number and never talked to him again. Hopefully he figured that out, that you shouldn't ask every 5 seconds. And it was I was 18, he was 27. What was he trying to, like, prove to me? You know, it's just like, nah, this should, you know, dumb young chick, whatever. This should be the mentality there, right? Right? I mean, if I was hanging out with someone, like, even, like, 2 years younger than me, I'd be like, ah, this dumb young person, ugh. Yeah, that's just me. Because people 2 years younger than me are, like, nearly 18-year-olds, so that's a little different, I guess. I guess that's what I was at the time, too. Anyway, are you religious? No, I'm not religious. I was never, like, raised with a religion. I'm totally, like, okay with the idea of religion, and I just don't have one myself, and I, you know, at this point don't want one because I've never had one. I mean, I don't think you need religion to be a good person, and that's, like, the whole point of religion is to, like, make people be good people, and I think I'm a pretty good person. I don't do drugs, I'm not mean, I don't cheat, I don't whatever. Will you marry me? No, random person. I will not. I won't. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's actually a very common note I get on DA. Will you marry me? And I usually am just like, yeah, take a number. There's a line. I promised it to, you know, that one guy on Omegle that one time, like 3 years ago when I did that. And when my boyfriend gets first dibs and stuff, you know, whatever. Have you ever been proposed to? Well, I guess I just sort of was with that question. When are you going to do more shoots? I don't know. I am very busy. Not that important to me, to be honest. Until I'm getting paid for it, it's not that important. Just not. I'd really like to do more art before I did more shoots, but I definitely don't have time for that. I'm actually supposed to be drawing my manager's dog. She has, like, I don't actually know what breed it was because she didn't tell me, but it's like a puggle. That's what it looks like to me. I'm usually pretty good with dog breeds, but it looks like a puggle. It's very hard to draw, but it's my manager, so I kind of, like, need to get on that shit. I don't like drawing it. It's hard. That's like, I drew my old manager's dog, but, like, in cartoon form, and he had a pit bull, and it was, like, the hardest thing for me to draw ever, and now I draw pit bulls all the time, and they're super easy, and it's good to grow. Get out of your comfort zone. Who is your celebrity crush? Ryan Reynolds. He's sexy and yummy. I also like Aaron Rodgers, who is the quarterback for the Packers. I don't know why. I just like him. I like his face. Got, like, that manly look, you know. Have you ever cheated in a relationship or helped someone cheat? No, I have not. I am offended that I was asked that. What is your biggest pet peeve? My biggest pet peeve of all time is, like, people who don't know how to merge in traffic. It's, like, the easiest thing ever if everyone just has their act together. No one needs to brake. No one needs to come to a stop. It's just one car, and then the other car, and then the other car. It's just not that hard. Just everyone's just like, no, I don't want to let anyone in. People are too afraid to force their way in or whatever. Everyone should just work together as a team and merge. That's my biggest pet peeve of all time. And you'll never be in a car with me, but the people who have been in a car with me, when people aren't merging correctly, know exactly what I'm talking about. Do you think about your first love? I do when people talk about them and ask me questions about them, but otherwise it's not like I sit there and I'm like, oh, so and so, wonder what he's up to. I don't really care. He's got his own thing going on. He's happy and I'm happy, and that's all that matters. How old were you when you started dating? I was like 3 months before turning 18. That's how old I was when I started dating. Do you watch cartoons? Yes, I do watch cartoons. Except I'm really pissed about the new Teen Titans. If anyone is like a Teen Titans fan, watch the original show and then turned on Teen Titans Go like I did, seeing it on the frickin' menu and being like, oh, they brought Teen Titans back! And then clicking on it and seeing that stupid chibi shit. I'm not happy. They ruined that show. They should have just made a new show that was like, you know, started out that way and not make like an awesome show terrible. What was high school like for you? Uncomfortable. I didn't want to be there. I suffered from really bad like migraines, which I didn't figure out until I left was because I like pick up the flicker on fluorescent lights, and that's all that they have at schools. So I mean, I could have been wearing like special glasses the whole time and not had migraines all day long, but I did. I was also like 30 pounds heavier than I was now and like socially awkward, and I didn't talk to anyone. If someone like talked to me, it didn't matter if they were like the guy I had a crush on or just like some random chick. I would like have like a little mini panic attack when someone talked to me and be like, I can't, I don't speak English. Sorry, I don't speak words. Hated people. I stayed home and I played video games and drew and just suffered through school. It wasn't until I got out of high school that I kind of like got over it. My new boyfriend really helped with that, like getting me out of my shell with all his band stuff and taking me to shows and stuff. And it's kind of forced me to be more social. Tell you what, a year ago I could not make a video like this. I still am uncomfortable, but I'm powering through it. So that was what high school was like for me. I also had this like really mean like queen bee friend that I ditched senior year. She was a junior, and like she tried to ruin my life even like after I graduated high school. But she's cool now. She's grown up a lot. We don't talk, but she seems okay by her Facebook posts. Yep. Do you shy away from loving someone? Yeah, I actually have really bad like attachment issues, and I don't like get attached to people like I should, but I get attached to animals. I would trade most people for my dog in most situations. I don't have to talk to them. There's no pressure. People, there's pressure. But I mean, I wouldn't say I shy away. I mean, like I said, I've been with both my two boyfriends for over a year each. But I mean, when I was younger, like even like the guy I liked told me he liked me back, and I was like, oh, well, I don't want to date you because I was scared to date. I was scared. I was like, you don't want to date that person that you've had a crush on like all through high school as your first boyfriend, because there's just so much pressure for everything. Why would you want that? Most people want that. I should have wanted that, but I'm scared. I was a chicken. Do you party? Not really, no. But I go to parties, but I'm not like the partier. I kind of am that person that just like chills on the couch with their phone. Usually because the parties I go to are ones my boyfriend's throwing, so I'm kind of like should be there. But whatever. Do you often get jealous? I wouldn't say often. I am prone to jealousy, but it's more like I'm not like jealous of like I don't know how to describe it. I am prone to jealousy sometimes, but it's not like overwhelming. I get over it. I realize like, you're just being jealous. Stop it. Being stupid. You're being a stupid girl. And I'm like, oh yeah, you're right. Self, you're being a stupid girl. Get over it. And I don't get over it, but I stop talking to myself about it. Ever have a crush on your best friend's boyfriend? No. What superpower would you like to have? Telekinesis. I would like to get the remote without having to go get it. Even though I trained my dog to do that for me. shows how much I don't want to have to go get the remote once I'm settled. My doggy gets it. I have a video of that that I might post at some point. I was trying to make it a GIF to post on iFunny, but it didn't work because my phone's lame and all the GIF makers aren't cool and they take too long to load and I just get bored and I click out of them. What's your favorite board game? Sorry is my favorite board game. What is your favorite color and why? Teal. Teal's my favorite color because I think it's pretty. I also like certain shades of orange, but not all orange. Just certain ones. Do you have a lucky number? No, I don't have a lucky number. Do you collect anything? I collect swords. I collect knives. I collect snakes, apparently. That was a hiccup. Yeah, that's like all I collect. I used to collect like crystals. Still have those. I have a coin collection, but that's something that was like given to me, not something that I've like created myself. My boyfriend collects coins. Did I mention he's a nerd? Because he's a nerd. We get along very well because of that. If you could own a mythical pet, what would it be? A dragon. Because if I have telekinesis and I can't fly, I need something that can fly, right? If you could invent a holiday, what would it be? National Stay in Bed All Day. Because that's like my dream job. Staying in bed all day. I will not get up out of bed for like days on end if I don't have to. Even though like I really am like a busybody, I like to be busy, but like once I'm like settled in to like that rut, I'm just cool. It's just all good. What is your favorite type of candy? I like Jolly Ranchers. What would you do if you were a queen? Queenly things. Make decrees. Have lots of pets. Yeah. I don't know. Wear a crown? That's what queens do, right? They wear crowns? Or is it, tiaras or what princesses wear? I don't really know. What do queens do? I don't know what queens do. I'm pretty sure they're just figureheads nowadays, so. Are we talking about like a medieval times queen? Because I don't want to be a medieval times queen. Because kings are mean. And they're in charge. What is your dream job? I already said it. It's laying in bed all day. Or being paid to play video games. I love that job, but... Oh, I'd also like to work with animals. Wolves in particular. They're my favorite. What's your most interesting quirk? I do like this weird like happy dance when I'm happy. I guess that's the most interesting. Everyone says it's cute. I feel silly, but I don't notice I'm doing it. It's like this weird like dance. I don't know. I can't like do it with like thinking about it. It's just something that happens. Let's see. I have two more. What is your zodiac? Western and Eastern. Not sure which is which, but I am a Libra and I am the year of the monkey, and I think those are the things you're looking for those answers. I'm not gonna Google it. And then the last one, which is over on the paper, it was, can you show us and tell us about your tattoos? I have 4 tattoos. 2 are video game tattoos, and 2 are just like pretty girly tattoos that I got. My first tattoo was my cherry blossom branch that starts from my hip and goes up to my shoulder. There's the shoulder part. And I have to move. There's the rest. Here's my little dragonfly that I got to cover up the surgery scar. And then Legend of Zelda Triforce. And the Assassin's Creed logo with indents from my pants. I wear skinny jeans today because I had work and they have to be black. And I don't have any other pants. Yep. Anyway, thanks for watching. I might do one of these again. Maybe not. It was really stressful. I don't like talking. So, hopefully you like it. Thanks for all your questions. Sorry I didn't get to all of them because this video is running really long and I know y'all don't want to sit there for forever and just like watch some blonde chick talk. So, peace out. Have a good one. And do you want to see my doggie? You should see my doggie. Ruby. He's sleeping. See my doggie. Here's my doggie. Say hi, Rigby. He wagged his tail. I don't know if you can see it. Say hi. He's being shy. Okay. Bye.